high school football. The lifeblood of small towns across the country. Few places across Tennessee love their Friday night lights like Lafayette, home of the Class 4A state champion Macon County Tigers. With their historic season in their rearview mirror, head coach Kyle Shoulders and the Tigers turn their attention to the 2025 title defense. The Tigers are hard at work on the proving ground, preparing for their first scrimmage of the 2025 season, a trip to four-time Division II state champion Friendship Christian School.
Staying in there, making that throw. Good job.
This is Proving Ground, preseason with the Macon County Tigers.
That's probably one of the better ways to describe Pat Parker at times, is just chaotic.
The student section, the community, it doesn't matter if you're playing somebody that's 4 hours away or Westmoreland right down the road, Pat Parker will be field.
The community's awesome, man. It doesn't get any better than Macon County. The fan base, the crowd, the support.
Everyone that's ever played through our program has played at that stadium. It holds a special place in I think a lot of people's hearts.
Everybody coming together and cheering you on, it's nothing like it. It's incredible.
Looking back at last year, we had the word together that was on the back of our shirts. I can't think of another word that fits our community football program, our school, our band, our cheerleaders, our Macon mob, our student section. I mean, there just is a sense of togetherness that I've never witnessed before. And I truly think it's the greatest place on earth to try to coach high school football. The close proximity the fans are to the sidelines and how involved they are, and then you mix that with a passionate fan base, it creates an environment that high school football is truly about. I love it. I love putting our guys in those type of environments because I think they're fun.
I'll put it against anybody in the state next to fan base, community, school camaraderie, our team being family. It don't get no better than right here.
I feel like it's going pretty good. I mean, we could be better at some things, but we're getting better day in and day out.
You're being hunted right now, fellas. Now, we've always been known to be the hunter. How are you going to respond when people are hunting you?
You're not that state championship team. You got to have your own identity, and that's something that we've been trying to search for.
You've got a target on your back. If I was playing you guys, I'd be circling you, defending 4A state champs. You think people ain't got you circled?
We're a new team. Got to have a new identity and things that we do. And this offseason's been a grind for us. We've got a lot of new faces on both sides of the football, but we have a lot of talent.
Bose, I'll take that all day, Bose! All day!
With this senior class, we've got some guys that have led in the years past. A kid by the name of Matthew Wheeley, who is a leader in his own right, that walks with a sense of confidence. He is weather, and he has played in some big environments.
Down the middle of the field, wide open, what a play! Matthew Wheeley, wide open, makes the catch, getting forward, touchdown, Macon County!
In different positions, different roles.
Linebacker, long snapper, I've held for kicks, fullback, tight end, quarterback this year. It's been all right. I mean, I played a little bit freshman year, so I got the gist of it from that, and I think where I played most positions, I know what everybody else is doing, and that corresponds and helps me a lot.
When you look back at the state championship game, my quarterback that day probably called 80% of the plays just because we had enough confidence and he had the freedom to go to the line of scrimmage and check and make the call. And we're going to do much the same with Matthew. We expect him to be able to run this offense from the same capacity. He's a guy that our kids seem to be willing to follow.
You run through and land on her face. There and thought we. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then go. Hey. Oh, good cut. Good run. Take it for a ride, baby. Let's go.
You know, you got Dawson, Whittemore, Gavin Johnson, Bo Warner. You've got a plethora of those guys who have kind of anchored that offensive and defensive line.
Just the guys you get at offensive line, they're different. You know, they never look to be in the spotlight. I've got 2 seniors. Both my guards are seniors this year. Dawson, Whittemore, I mean, the dude can lift the house.
Well, our standard's pretty high on the line, but we filled in some spots. We'll be fine. It's just the same motto. It don't matter who it is, what it is.
But as offensive lineman, you got to wake up and choose violence every single day.
Hey, more violence. More violence. Wake up and choose violence. Okay, let's go. Set, go.
I guess when you stick around the program, this will be my 8th year here. You know, the kids mean more to you, the community does, and we're violent, and our defense is phenomenal. I mean, I think the past 2 years they've not given up. I think it's 14 points a game is their average.
Sean Corbitt is our defensive coordinator.
You know, it's funny because I'd always grown up being one of the youngest guys on the staff.
I think he is a phenomenal defensive mind.
Having a younger coaching staff helps to relate to those kids. Well, I've spent 17 years coaching college football. Started out coaching at Lambeth University where I played. Left there, went to the University of South Carolina as a graduate assistant. Spent 4 years in the Southeastern Conference, which is where I really cut my teeth on defense. I like being one of the older guys on the staff because I think it helped bring some of that old school to the guys where, you know, if somebody needs to be hollered at, I don't have a problem hollering and screaming at them.
No! If we don't start talking and communicating, 15 up downs right off the bat.
With the good things that we do with Coach Corbitt, you know, we're flying around the football, we're getting to the football, we're blitzing, we're doing a lot of things.
I think we ended up losing 8 to 9 starters. Well, the 2 returners we got Hassey at linebacker that played a lot last year. Bo Warner, who has anchored down our defensive line for 2 years now, had a great season as a junior. I think those 2 guys are the guys we're going to have to lean on with experience.
What's up most of the time? Quarterback has got to be on the same page.
A lot of moving parts to it, a lot of guys moving around. We've got guys there we think can do it. It's just getting in the scrimmages to put those pieces in the puzzle.
Defense first, okay? Rally 2 gets the ball.
I'll let you have Corbin after watching this film.
Yeah, I watched it today. Like, that dude came a long way, dude.
Yeah, he did.
You said there's questionable things, but that's what scrimmages are for. You get to line it up against someone else. And
I really want to see us get after friendship, especially how good they are projected to be and they think they're going to be.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You ain't got to figure it out. We've been doing this for how long?
Let's go. We're coughing, man. Oh, it's nice. Big violent people inside these lines. We're the winners, okay? Wheeley, if we throw it to our team. All right? Hey, I love every one of you, all right? Win, lose, or draw, we're still going to love you, okay? But we work too daggone hard year round to not dominate people in everything we do, okay? Break it down and let's go have some fun. Family on me, family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family! We're going defense. Let's go. First play. Hey, let's go. Hey, downhill. Let's go. Come back. Get it. Finally.
right? You know, we've been working extremely hard up to this point, finally get the pads on. And tonight we had an opportunity to go against a really, really good Friendship Christian team. Really just trying to evaluate our guys and seeing who can play and who can't. Try to adjust that depth chart and get the pieces to the puzzle where they need to be.
I don't know. I ain't got a clue. If I could tell you how this worked, I know it changes every year, and then it's something odd.
I thought Matthew Wheeley played a really good game. You know, I know he was limited on the reps that he got, but he made the most out of those that he did. You know, he made some really good throws. Staying in there making that throw. Good job.
Thought I better do that since we can't throw a string.
Good. We're proud of this offensive line for sure. They work hard, man, and they're very blue collar and very unselfish. We asked them to lean on friendship a little bit, and there was times that we had success with that, and there was times that we didn't. And I think that's just some growing pains that we're going to go through as a whole. Try to find where everybody fits exactly. You know, I think in the last couple of years, there's been some guys that kind of have been some definites at some positions, and this year is a little different with graduation. So finding the right guys who are willing to compete and be physical and play the game the way it's supposed to be played is our first priority. And going into next week, I think some of these guys are going to see that the depth chart may have changed and been adjusted a little bit after a night like tonight. Quit lying on her, baby. Take a knee, please. Tonight, I feel like we're well on our way of trying to fill in some guys in some certain roles to give us a direction moving forward. Tonight told a lot on some guys. We got a lot of work to do between now and week 1. 1, 2, 3, family. We're over here.